These stock wheels are cool, but I have wheels in the shed, and that means we're getting rid of these today. Aha! Too many vehicles in this house. All right, well, if you don't know these guys, these are wheels off of my Audi RS5, and we test fitted them in the first video of the RS7. The fitment is nice. Now we gotta let off the air suspension wheel change mode. This sidewall is technically not the correct size sidewall. We want a 275/35 for, right? There's a 275/30. Yeah, okay. So because the wheel's 275/30/21, if you were to go down to a 20, you would technically want a 275/35/20 tire. This is a 275/30 tire, but it's a 20. So basically we're missing 5% of sidewall from this wheel. That, I think, will be okay. Obviously, the speedometer is going to be a little bit messed up, but I really don't like the stock RS7 wheels, and I'm looking for something different. If you don't know, I bought these wheels off of Alibaba. These are a Q8 rotor inspired wheel. They're 20x10 with a 20 offset, and they, like I said, were on my RS5. That video did crazy views, like 120,000 people watched the Alibaba thing, and I said I would not give my supplier away. I'm not recommending that you buy these wheels. I am not saying that they're safe. You need to do your homework and do your research and figure out what's what, and if this idea of an Alibaba wheel worries you, these are not for you. Having said that, I've ran these for about 2,000 miles. I have not bent them or cracked them or done anything else yet, and they are still perfectly round with no vibrations. So, I am going to put them on the RS7 because we test fit them without the lowering module from Pinatech, and I thought it looked sick. So now we can actually lower it with the lowering module and get the ride height proper, and that gets me fired up. So let's get these things out of the shed and go ahead and get them into the world. Let's get one more thing clear here. I am not sharing my Alibaba supplier not to gatekeep, but because I think there is immense liability in buying Alibaba wheels, and I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, go buy from this supplier because I had a good experience with my one set, and then you guys have a bad experience and come for me. Here is the problem with Alibaba. I searched Audi Q8 rotor wheels. These people say they make them. 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 These ones, these ones, these ones, these ones. And look, they're all different companies. If you look here, this company with 16 reviews is a different company than this company who's Verified Pro, who's been on for 1 year, who is a different company than this one who's been on for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is literally no way to tell which one of these are good manufacturers and which one of these are bad manufacturers, which is the whole reason why I'm saying do your own research, ask some questions, but ultimately, who knows if I have the best supplier? There could be 15 other suppliers that are way better than who I went with. I don't want to recommend you guys the wrong guy. Like this one says 165 minimum order 4 pieces. So that's like what? A little less than $700 for the set. These people want $709 to $908. This guy wants 160. This person wants 200. Like, it really is just the Wild West. So, obviously, you need to talk to these people. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a void carbon picture. I don't think these are even these people's wheels. Look, knockoff T37s. Another, like, this looks like a render, to be honest with you. So, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here, but the reality is, I do not know if I have the best supplier or not. And so by me recommending what I went with, maybe I got the best batch of wheels that ever came out of that factory, and all the other ones are going to become square if they hit a pothole. Like, I hope you guys can understand this, because I get a lot of messages. Hey, how are the Alibaba wheels? How are the Alibaba wheels? There's enough influencers out there that have bought these wheels now that have pretty positive experiences, that as long as you're being smart and feeling out the supplier and making sure that everything is good there and asking about their ability to actually process orders, you could potentially have a good time here. But there really is a recipe here for you to accidentally use the one supplier that just decided to post this, and they do the best Alibaba SEO, so, you know, they come up first, and the wheels are atrocious. Just something to think about. hopefully that helps with the Alibaba buying process. I've had great luck with everything that I bought off of Alibaba, but I asked these people a lot of questions. Ooh, there's so much more room in here now. I will take it. All right, take one last look on the blades or whatever the heck they're called. Because if these wheels don't look good or if they're too small or something like that, I'm buying something else. I don't like these wheels. I don't think they look good. But so that none of us know what it looks like properly lowered, I'm just gonna go ahead over here, and because I have the Pinatech module, suspension module in the car, I just have to put it in comfort mode. Suspension module, if you don't know, it's like a app-based controller for the suspension. I've pre-programmed all my ride heights, so comfort is like skyjack mode, and that way we have it completely skyjacked. It makes it easier to jack up, but also none of us know what it looks like until I lower it down. And just to add suspense, I've raised it all the way up. We'll go into car systems, service and control, wheel change. Let's go put some wheels on, boys. What's cool about these two is I got them directional, so 2 rotate that way and 2 rotate that way. And I think I had them chopping backwards on the RS5, and I liked how that looked. So let me go back to a picture and make sure, and then I'm gonna put them on that way. We got the wheels set up. Let's see how it looks when we drop her down into dynamic mode. Car systems, air suspension, wheel change off. All right, now we'll go to auto. Okay, and now we'll go to dynamic, which should drop it down a little bit more. Exhaust valve opens. This fitment is dead nuts on. It might be a little aggressive. It could use like a tiny spacer in the front, like a little pokey in the rear. I can't believe this is flush on the RS5 and it's a little pokey on the RS7. So this is the Pinatech Auto Module Control Center, basically. Basically what we can do is we can slide this slider. Let's go to like -46 in the front. And I'm gonna go to -40 in the rear. Oops, 40 and come up a little bit in the front. I think that ride height is almost perfect. It might be a little bit low. It depends on how bouncy it is, but like fitment wise, it's perfect. Let's air the thing all the way out. Let's go down to -75, -75. She is laid out. It's real close to hitting on the tire, so that's about as low as we can go. That's sick. I'll take it. All right, got the car loaded up. 1 speaker, 2 speakers. And the beauty of Air Ride is even though I'm riding this low on these wheels, if I have a bunch of stuff in the trunk, it just auto adjusts the ride height. Anyway, it's 6:37 in the morning. I got myself one of the best Dunkin' Egg and Cheeses I've ever had. And we're en route to Mike's Auto Body to DJ his Cars and Coffee, actually, which will be up on the DJ E-Brake channel. But I also want to get Mike's reaction to the car and a couple other friends' reaction to the car. See what they think about the 20s versus the 21s and go from there. So I'm rolling. What do you think?
You put the wheels on, good. I love it. It's so much better.
You think they're too small?
No, gotta go lower though.
I can do that.
Slam that thing.
I can do that. Here, hang on. But now it's all the way down.
Okay. Much better. Much better. Oh, sick.
We're gonna go to lowered dynamic, which is right there. And the car should start airing up. The other thing I've noticed with these is the finish is starting to get a little like, I don't know, it has some texture to it. It's not perfect anymore. There's a couple spots where the clear coat is starting to bubble. not bubble, but it's just not glossy. It has like this weird, I don't know if you can see that, it's like not perfectly shiny anymore. That's like embedded in the clear coat. Came down here to the shade so you can hopefully see a little bit better. You see like that, let's see if it'll focus. Okay, maybe it's not gonna focus, but there is like a yellowish spot right here, and the finish is a little bit more bubbly along the edge. Like you can feel it with your finger. I'm not using aggressive wheel cleaners on this, so I'm not sure what is doing that, but it does have a pretty thick clear coat on it. Also, more at ride height, you can see what I'm talking about here. If we come over here, see how it pokes just a little bit at ride height? Whereas if you come to the front at ride height, it's like pretty much dead on. That's why I don't want to add a spacer, because I don't really care how it looks aired out if it looks dumb, like donked out riding around. Ultimately, I couldn't be happier with how the car looks on these wheels though, and again, if you're looking at a set for yourself, be sure to do your research, ask the manufacturer some questions, make sure everything is good, but I'm happy with the quality of the wheels. That finish thing is a little bit annoying, but I don't know if I could wet sand that or something else. I just don't really feel like it's that big of a deal because the wheels are always dirty because it's RS brakes. But so do your own research, explore wheels for yourself. I mean, I'm not gonna say don't do it, but I am gonna say grain of salt, you know, think about the liability and all that stuff. That's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm happy with how the RS7 looks. I think I probably want to do 21s on it eventually. The 20s are a little bit small, but for now, we're gonna rock the look. I'm really not unhappy about it. If you haven't already, make sure to follow along on Instagram, and as always, thank you guys for watching. Go out there and spread some positivity, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.